Rabindranath Thakur was a Bengal polymath. He is a poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer and painter. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and the 20th century. He is the author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful poetry Gitanjali. And he became the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1913. He is a Bengali Brahmin from Calcutta with ancestral gentry roots from Burdwan district and Jeshore. He is a humanist, universalist, internationalist and the ardent anti-national, and he denounced the British Raj and advocated independence from the Britain. He is known as the Bengali Renaissance, and he advanced a vast canon of comprised of paintings, sketches, doodles, hundreds of texts and some 2,000 songs. His legacy also endures in his founding of Vishwabharati University. He remains in our discourse and consciousness and shall remain as one of the most influential figures in the Bengalis' mind and soul. I recently visited Jorasanko Thakur Bari, the house where Rabindranath Thakur was born and also spent his last few years. This house has been converted as Rabindranath University, and it's the center of fine arts and quality education. The building also houses splendid museum which stores intimate stories from the lives of Tagores. It is the nerve center of Bengalis and the house of art and culture reformation, the house of Bengal Renaissance and Brahmo Samaj. It is now a place of pilgrimage for artists and art lovers from all over the world. There are 2 art galleries displaying paintings of Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali polymath, poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer and painter. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and the early 20th century. He is the author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful poetry of Gitanjali, and he was the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1913. Tagore's poetic songs were viewed as spiritual and mercurial. He is also the fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, and we call him with names like Gurudev, Kobi Guru, Bishwakobi. I recently visited Jorasanko Thakur Bari in Jorasanko, north of Kolkata. It is the ancestral home of the Tagore family, where Rabindranath Thakur was born, and he spent his last years also there. The Jorasanko Thakur Bari has been converted into a Rabindranath University, a center for Indian classical fine arts and quality education. The building also houses a splendid museum, Rabindranath Museum, which was established in the year 1961, and it exhibits intimate stories from the lives of the Tagores. Thakur Bari, as it is popularly called by the locals, has remained the nerve center of Bengal art and culture reformation, including Bengal's Renaissance and Brahmo Samaj movement. The place is now a pilgrimage for artists and art lovers from all over. This university holds an annual cultural program every year on Tagore's birthday on Pochishe Boishak, 25th day of Boishak. Here there are 2 art galleries displaying paintings of Bengal school and portrait paintings of Tagore, house drawn mainly by the Anglo-Indian school. Apart from these, there are galleries displaying life and activities of Tagore family. The museum also has Japanese gallery, Chinese gallery, the US gallery and the Hungary gallery that explore Rabindranath's visit and relationships with these countries. There are more than 700 paintings along with manuscripts, books and other antiques. The museum also holds unique collection of 300